In this lecture, as a part of minimized switching capacitance, we will read about the finite state machines. So actually here we have three techniques. One is gated FSM, next state encoding, FSM partition. So here if you will see, first of all, in case of this finite state machines, it will place critical role, particularly in case of the digital systems. So when we will go for the synthesizing the digital system, actually there will be two paths. One is data path, another one is control path. The data path, it deals with the registers, ALUs and memory banks, etc. But whereas coming to the control path, it deals with only the FSMs. Okay, so here of course here we will have the inputs. Okay, set of inputs ranging from x1 to xn. Next coming to the outputs from z1 to zm. So here it is up to n, it is differ. So here whereas coming to the yes, that is nothing but the set of the states which we are going to be making use. Okay, next here we will have a clock. Okay, so each clock we will have, when the clock is going to be active, the operation is going to be taking place. So when the operation is going on, automatically power dissipation is going to be taking place. Now how we can overcome the dissipation? That is the one what we are supposed to be study. Okay, so actually there are two types of FSMs. Okay, one is Mealy machine, another one is Moore machine. So if you will see here, if the output is going to be depends on only the current inputs, such type of FSM we can call it as the Moore machine. Okay, if it is going to be depends upon the current as well as the previous, then we can call it as the what is that, Mealy machine. Okay, actually now we will see how this power dissipation we can overcome by making use this diagram we will discuss. Okay, here if you will see, when machine is going to be in S1, means the input is going to be 0 as long as S1 is going to be under this state, the output is going to be 1. In the same lines, when if you will see in case of S4, okay, the input is going to be 1 as long as the output is going to be 0. So here if you will see this S1 as well as S4, both are going to be in ideal condition. Let us consider these two are going to be under the ideal condition. So when these two are in ideal condition, no need to apply power for these two. Because if we are going to be applying the power for these two, automatically what will happen? The power dissipation is coming to the existence. So no need to apply. So that is the one what here we are going to be highlighting. So here if you will see, there are conditions when next state and output values don't change. Means these two are going to be in ideal condition. At that time, clocking the circuit during ideal condition leads to the wastage of power. So power is going to be wasted because of these two, when these two are going to be in ideal condition. So what we can do is directly we can stop the clock. So the clock can be stopped. So when ideal condition is going to be detected, directly we can stop the clock, which saves the power in both combinational as well as the registers. So that is the full operation. The same thing let me explain by making use of this block diagram. Here if you will see, we have one register. Of course here it is going to be a counter register. Okay, let me call it as the timer counter, and here we have an FSM. Okay, this FSM is going to be starts functioning when a start signal is going to be applied for this. This FSM, it will have the two signals. One is timer count set, another one is timer counter enable. So here when start is going to be applied to this, Okay, this FSM, it will send, okay, signal to by making use this set. So when it is going to be set is going to be applied, the timer is going to be, it will be set. Next, so if it wants to enable, if it wants to active, we are supposed to send the enable signal. So by making use timer enable, it is going to be on. So it will do the operation, means it will do the counting operation. Okay, so once the counting is going to be completed, it will supply, means the 0 is going to be enabled, it will become high. So when it will become high, the information is passed to the this particular pin, and it will send to the combinational logic, and the whole the operation is going to be completed. That is the operation which is going to be taking place over here. Here the main part what we are supposed to be concentrate is, it will take some time to do the counting process. So up to what time it will do counting, whole system has to wait. So when the whole system is going to be waiting, what does it mean? All the this FSM under this gate as well as this combinational circuit, it is going to be making use the power, which is going to be leads to the power dissipation. So there will be power loss. So to overcome that, what we will do is, when it is going to be in operation, all these things are going to be under the ideal mode. So we will make all this circuit into the passive. So automatically what will happen, the power is going to be supplied to only this is going to be under the passive mode. There won't any power loss. So we can when there is no power loss, automatically the power dissipation is going to be reduced. Okay, now the same thing let me explain by making use this clock signals. Okay, here the clocks are going to be I have given. The start signal is going to be applied to this. So here the start is going to be starts at this particular time of particular time. After one cycle, okay, this set is going to be sent as well as the enable is going to be sent. So that's what here I have shown. Okay, now what will happen, this timer will do the operation. Okay, means it will do all counting, it will take some time. So all the means up to that time it is going to be in wait. So I have mentioned here all these things are going to be under the wait. So this is the duration taken for the wait. Okay, when it will come to this point of time, the 0 is going to be high. So when it is going to be high, okay, automatically what will happen, these things and all will become to the active. So when 0 is going to be sent, here onwards 0 is sent, it will be. So here what we can tell is, up to this time the power is going to be supplied to only this particular block, and all these subsystems are going to be under the passive mode. The same thing here I have mentioned by making use of this clocking one. So here first what will happen is, okay, whole the system is going to be in idle. First I have sent the start is going to be 1. So when it is going to be 1, okay, automatically what will happen, set should be 1 and enable is going to be 1. So these two are going to be sent over here. Now when we will send the signal, automatically what will happen, the counting is going to be taking place. So here the wait. So here it is going to be waits. So after finishing this counting, that is nothing but once the wait is over, 0 is going to be sent. So 0 is going to be 1. So it will send information to the this particular do dash it. So do it. So here it will again send back. So here this is the one. This is how we can reduce the what is that power dissipation. Okay, in case of gated FSM. Thank you.